other biggest change is on the county side when they go to print their ballots. Idahoans love tangibles. They want to feel, smell, and taste their ballot.
Right.
This machine stores the ballot in a thumb drive that gets inserted. And so the ballot is already inside the box before it's ever brought to the public. And then they use these activator cards to activate the machine. And also, this is a magnetic type of paper. And the ballot choices that you make get recorded on this. So that's kind of a new feature. So there's no, they did that because there's no hanging chads. There's no question as to what you voted, right? On the thumb drives.
Ah, okay.
The only thing that's stored are your choices.
I see.
This is the actual document that shows what your choices were based on those ballot choices. So this machine has a lot of the same features as the AutoMark. You still have to put your ballot activator card in, just like you would with the ballot on the other machine. It scans, it's picking I already made the choice, it's a BMW ballot like the old one we always use. And up comes the screen. So on this screen, black to white might be hard, so you can change it to an easier screen reading color-wise. Now the AutoMark can do that as well, so that's just a natural feature that they have built in. Is that easier for everybody? I'll leave it on this if it is. Okay. So obviously if you wanted to use the screen to make your choices, you can. You just touch it and it marks it, or you touch it again and it cancels it. If this isn't big enough, it'll take a 20% and zoom it and make it larger so people can see it.
It's good for some folks.
The other AutoMark does that as well. So these are very similar features on this other machine. The other thing, if they're blind and they don't need to see the screen, they can actually turn the screen off completely and then use the headset to hear everything. So they can make their choices completely using this pad without ever having to see the ballot physically. So those are just some of the neat features. This machine also allows you to turn up the volume on the headset and turn down the volume. Turn up the speed, because blind people can hear faster than sighted people. So they can have and they understand it. It'll also repeat, so they have a repeat button. This is all very similar to the same on the AutoMark, the old AutoMark, as we call it. So that's the best and most important part. Is that this comes to your hand and that all the choices are the same. So then if you're to go through and mark your choices either here, or you can also switch to here by using this, right? I want to use Frank Sinatra and Elvis, let's say. And it's talking to me. If somebody wants to put that on, you can hear it as I'm making the choices. I don't know if it's loud enough, but is it loud enough? If I make a, let's see, I want to go back, I'll go back.
There we go.
I took Frank Sinatra off.
He's deselected.
He is, see, he's telling you.
Don't want Frank.
You want Frank?
No.
You want Buddy? Somebody pointed out these are all male vocal artists.
There you go.
Was there a woman who did that?
So let's go down and let's say we want to write in a candidate. So I can either touch write in, and it'll give me a keyboard to type in, or do it from here by selecting write in. I'm on the write in button. No, I don't want that. Sorry. There we go. I got to take that one off first. Oh, how do I get to it? Why is it not letting me get to Stevie Ray Vaughan? Somebody listening?
Yeah, but
It's on there?
Yep.
Okay. I deselected him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to write in, let's say I'm going to write in share because it's quick. I can go ahead and hit the select button on here, and then I can scroll through the alphabet one letter at a time by using the up and down arrows. So I go A, B, C, and see it's showing you on the screen. C, D, E, right? And then E, and then R.
What if you wanted a space? You just...
Yeah, there's a space bar. You hit select. Good question, though. P, Q, R. So I've spelled share, and if that's my choice, then I would just hit forward, and she gets written in.
There you go, Ricky.
So this is the same format as the auto. Yeah, there you go. I like that one because it's short.
Exactly. Cool.
And then, obviously, the choices here, and then the idea is,
Chocolate.
I might as well choose chocolate, right? And then propositions are another, and they made a very simple proposition to show you yes or no questions here, and so on.
3-day weekend. Yes.
Yeah, why not? Right? And then would pay increase every 6 months? No, we're too cheap. We're government employees, aren't we?
Worse, we're nonprofit.
The law says they have. Yeah, right. The law says they have to give them the choice of reviewing their entire ballot, because sighted people have the choice of reviewing their entire ballot. So you'd have the choice to go back and using either this or touching a screen to go back and choose your choices. And once you've decided that is where you want to go, you go forward to the next. It says, okay, this is your last chance to go back, and if you want to, then you just go ahead and hit select for print.
And does it tell you how to print on the voice?
How to print?
Yeah.
Yes, it's reading at the screen. So that's the beauty of this machine, and they try to keep it very, very simple. And then as you see, the ballot itself comes out with barcoded information showing you that those are the choices you made. That's what the machine, when you insert this into the counter, it'll read the barcodes, it won't read your words. But if there's ever any question, it shows that I had the right in share, it shows, pretty cool.
Chocolate ice cream.
So counties are excited about this because they don't have to bear the expense of printing ballots ahead of time, which is huge. They just have to come up with these activator cards, and everybody would then have the ballot marked on this.
And so they're sent the thumb drive with the questions already on it. Each voting center.
Right. They would.
receives-
This particular machine would be sent to a particular precinct with maybe 3 or 4 precincts ballots. So then the poll worker would help them choose what election they were participating in before they would sit down, and then they would go ahead and sit down, and then that one ballot would be presented to them. Yeah, the thumb drive has capability of holding a lot of different ballots for different precincts.
So this machine would work for both people with disabilities and without. Everybody would use it?
Right. Everybody can use it. They wouldn't necessarily have to use it, but they can use it. And that's really the beauty of it, is that a lot of the smaller counties are just setting these up, and everybody goes to
cheaper.
these.